and welcome to everyone for our daily meeting. You know that today we're going to be talking about our little enemies. That's not why we're together, for sure, because we want to talk together today about this, what is like our common life, our common family life, our common church life, in a hospital, in our workplace, everywhere, in a congregation, in a parish, everywhere is the same. Because we're all sinners, but we all want to be saints. Let's start by singing.
Your name, O Lord, is only love. Your will, O Lord, is only love. Your desires, O Lord, are only love.
Only love. But the reality of God, He's love. That's all right. The reality of our congregation is that we're together because we love one another, but at the same time, sometimes we're little enemies one for the other, and we look like this. You know, it's called in French a barat, but I don't know in English. But they're sort of precious, semi-precious stones that you put together and you turn together. And the more you turn them, the more they're polished, the more they're beautiful. And that's what happens in our family life. The more we're together, the more we're together in the parish, in the congregation, the more holy we become. But there's a pathway to get to this holiness. If not, we'll just be enemies.
But Suzanne, who are they?
Yeah, those enemies, eh? I think that our enemies, what we call our little enemies, because the bad ones we looked after yesterday, but the little ones that we call as such are the ones with whom we live or with whom we are very frequently. I think, yeah, we could be.
And why are they enemies?
Well, I think we can be enemies one for the other because we're all sinners. And the other one reveals to us the sinner, the real sinner we are. That's the problem. That's the real problem. Because when Jesus was with sinners, there was no problem for him because his heart was full of love. But my heart is not full of love yet. But it will become. It will become. But if you do something wrong because you have a problem, then I will react because I also am a sinner.
And how does it work?
How does it go on? Okay, we'll take an example. We'll take an example with Lise today, okay?
Okay.
That will be easy. She's very nice to live with. So, let's say that Lise is a little jealous, and she always wants my things. What can that reveal to me? I get annoyed because she wants my things, but that can reveal to me that I'm possessive, that I don't want to share. I have to look at Jesus for that. Then, let's say that Miriam always wants to say the last word in a phrase. She has to have the last word, the last point. But I also like to say the last thing in a phrase. So, it might be that she's a little proud, but it might be also that I'm a little proud. And at that time it goes like that. That's a little exaggerated. So let's say that somebody exaggerates going too fast, but I go too slow. So I can make her go crazy because I'm too slow, and she's very, very fast. She goes fast. And we say, slow down, Lise, slow down. But she just looks at us and say, hurry up, hurry up. You know, those common things of life. This is our common daily life for each one of us. But it's in the middle of all that that the Lord wants to build our holiness. But I said the Lord wants to, and I also want with Him. So what I have to do is to go and see Him and ask Him, first of all, to thank Him. We had a priest in our congregation when we went to the sacrament of mercy, of forgiveness, who always, when we said things like that, this person is exasperating me or driving me crazy, he would say, did you thank the Lord for that person? Did you praise the Lord for that person? No, you better start over again. You better start right now. That's the first point. Praise the Lord and thank the Lord for that person, because that person is helping you out. And pray for her, because with your prayer, it's going to soften your heart, but also it can help the other person if you pray with a humble heart. And after that, go and see the Lord and ask the Lord, what can I do to change? I can't change the other one, but I can change myself, and maybe changing could help the other one. This is all about our common life that we have to live together every day. So that's why we're so many hours every day in front of the Blessed Sacrament. Not because we're real enemies, but because we want to answer to the demand of Jesus, which is not just a demand, it's a commandment also. Pray for those who persecute you, but your little enemies, love them. And this is the challenge that the Lord offers us on this week that we're going to the Feast of the Sacred Heart Friday. Just think today, and we're going to go in the chapel, think about one person that just drives you crazy, or you have something against that person. Maybe you have to forgive. But go see the Lord and see, how can this person that I call my enemy can become a friend in your life?